this is not my speech, but I intend to do a speech on showing off, okay? I'll see when I can do it.
You get to decide yourself.
I'll decide it myself then. I recently visited Chengshan CC Toastmasters, and the theme of the day was TV dramas. The very first thing that came to my mind was 爱，意难忘，夜市人生. For those of you who doesn't understand, please allow me to explain. These are Taiwanese dramas that runs for only 700 episodes. At least.
They go from a generation of actors to another.
Right now in Singapore, one of them is showing on every Sunday for 3 hours, which means it's 3 episodes every week. Now, assuming that the show has 900 episodes, it will only take you about 300 weeks to finish it. That's nice, isn't it? Divided by 52, that's roughly about 6 years. Now, I'm going to tell you good news. The progression of the show is very slow, that you'll still be able to catch up to the story even if you watch it once a month. Now, this is the good news. You're able to cut down the time by a stunning 75%. And now you're able to finish the show in 1.5 years. Now the show is very slow because it shows the day-to-day lives of the characters. But why is it so popular? Club president, fellow Toastmasters, guests and drama lovers. Values. It's the values that we can learn that keeps it running. It's the day-to-day values that the writer wishes to convey that keeps it running. And what's more appropriate than to show us the day-to-day value in a literally day-to-day show? They really show the day-to-day lives of main characters. Now I've broken down the show for you, and I found some really important values that I want to share with you. But first, let me give you a background of the show. The story will always revolve around a family who owns a company, be it a hotel, a restaurant, or a hospital. The father will always have an affair with another woman, which causes the son to be somewhat rebellious. And this will lead the son to getting involved in all kinds of trouble, get involved in a really bad relationship. And this is when the villain appears. He would pretend to help, but actually plotting to take over the company and the daughter-in-law. Now the son would then realize that this situation is bad. I have to do something about it. Now he would take up all the responsibilities and make things right again with his own powers and own strength. Now all this emphasizes on self-reliance. You have to rely on yourself and not just anyone else, any outsiders to help you with anything. Rely on your own power. Now from the above stories, very complicated stories, you may or may not notice that it might also revolve around love. The father was having an affair with another woman. The son got into a really bad relationship, and both of these nearly destroys the company and the family. But blood will always be thicker than water. It is the bond and love between the families that will triumph over all obstacles. It is the love that they have that gives them the courage to turn over a new leaf. It is the love that they have that gives them the patience to persevere through. And it is the love that they have that they are able to believe in one another again. So always remember the love that you have from your friends and families. However, the love alone is never enough. Optimism is a must-have ingredient. A positive mind will lead to a positive ending. Just like in the show, the mother will always believe that the husband will go back to her. And she will always believe that the son will be able to handle the business well. And that the new daughter-in-law will treat her son well. Now, the real world is nowhere near fairy tale. But optimism is the closest thing you have to a happy ever after. Now, after going through all these things, finally, you gain wisdom. The wisdom to rely on yourself, to review the situation, to seek help from people who you trust and not from anyone else, to take in the advice of others with a pinch of salt. The wisdom to know that your every action will affect your loved ones and try your best not to hurt them. And finally, the wisdom to know that you have to look at the bright side, but not to the point of blinding yourself from the truth. Now I present to you the core values of these shows: self-reliance, love, optimism, and wisdom. It is these values that when you put together, it explains the entire show. Slow. Back to you, Toastmasters.
Gary.